And I'm opening with a Scottish whiskey. That might seem like a contradiction. But I'm recording this from Portugal, an Englishman on the continent, talking about England from a distance. And I'll tell you something. Distance gives you clarity. When you're away from something, you see it more clearly than when you are standing in it. So, a Scottish whiskey from a distance. Peaty. Like a mixture. And let me explain why both are exactly right. Glenfarclas has been making whiskey since 1836. One family, the Grants. 6 generations. The current chairman is George Grant. His grandfather ran it and his great-grandfather before that. During the Great Consolidation, when the multinationals came to buy all of the distilleries in the Speyside area, the Grants were approached more than once. They were offered serious money, the kind of money that makes the conversation very easy to have. They said no every time. Every other major distillery in Speyside is now owned by a conglomerate. Diageo, Pernod Ricard, LVMH, global capital managed from boardrooms that have never seen the Ben Rinnes Mountains. Glenfarclas is still the Grants' distillery, independent, unhurried, sure of what they are, sovereign. That's British, that's the British people. And that's where we begin tonight. A little bit late. I don't know if anyone's here. If they are, welcome. Normally go at 8 p.m, but it was just me doing too much as usual. Trying to squeeze too much in, and I just missed the deadline. I was almost not going to do the show. But I thought, no, just do it. Let's just go with what I've got. I'll do some chat at the end if there's anyone still here. Drift and Drop every Sunday, 8 o'clock, this week, 9. Let's get into it. I should say something about who I am. I'm English, born and raised. England is in me in the way water is in this glass. I can trace my surname, Easman, back to 1197, Hugh de la Hise, in Oxford, an unbroken line of 829 years in English history. Richard the Lionheart was on the throne, the Crusades, the foundation of the common law was being laid. My family name was in the soil of England before Magna Carta was signed. My son is half Welsh because the British people are a mix of English, Irish, Scottish and Welsh, and a few other lines thrown in for good measure. So when I say I'm fighting for this country, I don't just mean England, I mean Britain, the British Isles, the union of nations that produced the most extraordinary outpouring of human creativity, legal genius, and scientific discovery in the history of the world. The English lion, the Welsh dragon, the Scottish thistle, one island, one inheritance. So tonight there is a poem most of you have heard. Most of you don't know all the words. Most of you have never heard it read properly, slowly, with the weight it deserves. And did those feet in ancient times walk upon England's mountains green? William Blake wrote it in 1804. It became a hymn. It became a song sung at rugby matches and school assemblies and the last night of the proms. It became so familiar we stopped hearing it. Blake is asking a literal question. The legend, old, possibly ancient, is that the young Jesus came to England with Joseph of Arimathea, walked these hills, that those were his feet on England's mountains. Blake knew it was probably a myth. He didn't care. He was asking a deeper question. Was there something sacred in this country? And if there was, can we build it again? And a last thought before we drift. There is a maxim of English law. Sir Edward Coke wrote in the 17th century that an Englishman's home is his castle and fortress. It cannot be entered, it cannot be taken, it is his and he will defend it. England is our home. England is our castle. And an Englishman at the end of his tolerance, well, let's drift.